Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ramon. The first time you're stopping by, I'm a Nigeria designer based in Lagos, Nigeria. And in this video, we are making a 3 pieces corset with yoke, and if something that you're interested in, you're gonna keep on watching. So I'm working with my basic bodice pattern. So from my shoulder to my underbust line is 13.5, which is semi marked there. So that place is going to be my underbust line. So I'm going to take my silk thread and roll out a straight line and also label it my underbust line. So after I'm done with it, I'm going to measure my round underbust. Take your round underbust, divided it by 4. Mine is 30 inches. So divided by 30 inches by 4, which is going to give me 7.5. So after marking my 7.5, I'm going to measure what remains there, which is 2.25. So I'm going to divided it by 2 and mark it on both sides. Is that. So after I mark it finish, I'm going to connect my shoulder dart leg to my waist dart leg. After connect the both together, I'm going to take my bust point, which is 10.5. From shoulder to your bust point, 10.5. Mine is 10.5. So after I mark it, I'm going to use my hip cuff to connect from the other bust to the bust point. So after connecting it together, I'm also going to connect it to the waistline of the dart. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to mark my blouse length, which I use 23 for the length of the blouse. For the cuff area there, I'm going to use my cuff roller to give it a nice cuff at the bust point to the shoulder. Just like connecting your bust point to your shoulder darts. So after I'm done with it, from the shoulder dart leg, I'm going to roll out a straight line to the chest line. I always do this if I'm working with any design that has a sleeve and a shoulder. So if I'm working with any design that has a sleeve, I'm always tightening my armhole by 1 cm. So it's going to pass through the chest line. I see the way I roll out the line. So I'm going to tighten it by 1 cm, that is about 0.25 inches. And I'm going to close it. So after I close it, you can see that the cuff there is not equal again. So what I have to do now is to reshape my armhole cuff. And clean the previous one. So after I'm done with it, from the side front, I'm going to come in by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to use my cuff to cuff out my cup, my corset cup. So after I use my pencil and I see that the shape that I have there is okay, I'm going to use my marker to reshape it again. So for my neckline, I'm coming down by 6 inches. You can decide to do more than that. It is depends on what you want. So from there, I'm going to come in by half inches. So after mark it, I'm going to cuff it. Use my cuffler to cuff out shape there. You can see my cuffler is set on the underbust line. So after I'm done with it, I'm going to close my shoulder darts. This will allow me to draw my neckline. So after I'm done closing it, I'm going to curve out my neckline. I will first of all use the pencil. So if I'm okay with the shape, I'm gonna use the marker. So from the chest line is about 1 inches if I draw the neckline. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to open my shoulder darts. So the next thing I'm doing now is I want to tighten my up. So from the neckline, I'm going to come in by 1 inches. So that 1 inches I come in there from the shoulder dart leg, I'm going to roll out his face lines out and make sure that it pass through the 1 inches and to come in by the neckline. So I'm going to tighten it by 0.25. That is, I tighten it by 1 cm, 1 cm on both sides. So if you convert it into inches, is about 0.25, 0.25 on both sides. So after I'm done marking it, I'm going to close the dots that I take there. I'm just reshaping the shoulder. So for my neck point, I'm going to come in by 1 inches. So from the cup there, I come in at the armhole there, I'm coming by 1.5. So I'm going to connect the both points together. For 3 pieces cup, I come down by, for the center front, I come down by 1.5. For the side, I use 2 inches. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to use my cuffler to connect the points together. You can see the way I place my cuffler is not straight. So after I'm done marking it, I don't want the dust matching. So I'm just going to remove 1 inch from my waist measurement. So if you divided 1 inches by 4, it's going to give you 0.25. So I mark my 0.25 as a waistline. So we are done with the front. Let's move to the back. So from the hip line there before the length of my blouse, I have like 2.5. So that 2.5, I'm also going to mark it from the back, from the hip up. So I'm going to mark that 2.5. So that will be the length for the back. So the same thing that we did at the waistline for the front, we take in 2.5 cm. I'm also going to do the same thing at the side and also connect it to the hip, to the length of the blouse. So from the depth of the neck for the back, I come down by 9 inches. So I'm going to use my curve flower to curve out my new neckline. Don't forget that from the front MB neck point, we come in by 1 inches. So the same thing that we do for the front, we're also going to do for the back to make the shoulder equal. So I'm also going to mark my 1 inches. So from the armhole curve, I come in by 2 inches. So for the depth of the neckline, I come down by half an inches. So I'm going to connect the both points together. From my neck point to the depth of the neckline, I'm going to connect the point together. So after I'm done connecting it together, I'm going to come down by 2 inches and also like a button, like 2 or 3 button for the back, and also want like back opening. So because of the opening at the back, like I say, let's say off at the back, it's not going to relax. So I'm going to like tighten it by 1 cm, 1 cm on both sides. You can see the line that I mark through the curve that we put there. So I'm going to tighten it by 1 cm, 1 cm, that is about 0.25 inches. So I'm going to close the dart and reshape the curve. So you can see the curve is not equal again, so I have to like reshape it. That's the reason why I like to use pencil first before I use marker. So the next thing to do now is to cut. So before I cut the cup area, I always like close the darts before I cut it to make sure that I have a round off there before I start cutting it. So if I'm okay with it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So if I'm not okay with it, I'm going to reshape it before I start cutting it. So for the back, I wanted like a loop. I'm not using a highlight for it. I wanted a loop. So I'm going to come in for center back by 1 inch. I don't want the back to be too open. So you can do more than that. That is what I prefer. So guys, if I still watching my video and you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, support okay, please guys, support me. I'm really beg you guys, support my channel, subscribe, give my video a thumbs up, and don't forget to make a notification so whenever I post a new video you'll be notified. So guys, if you are cutting a pattern, especially if you are working with this type of 3 pieces corset, don't forget to label your pattern, label it. Just make sure that you label it very well so that when you are sewing it, you'll be able to identify it. So guys, this will be the end of today's tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe guys. See you guys in the next video.